Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Wait, wrong superhero. You guys already know the words. Hey everyone, I am the Flying Felicia, and welcome to Let's Play Spider-Man 2000 for the PlayStation 1. Now, if you've been watching my YouTube channel for a bit, you know that I'm actually a speedrunner for this game. But lately I've been having some physical issues that's been making it tough and not very fun to speedrun. So I thought, why not do a traditional Let's Play of it, just for the heck of it. So you can see here, this is the game. We have 8 options, and the one most important to us is the special screen, so we can put in the cheat codes. Nah, I'm just kidding. Nope, we're going to start a new game. And even though traditionally speedruns are done on easy
kid mode
or hard, normal is what I prefer to play the game on for the most part when I'm playing it casually, so that's what we're going to do. So, let's get ready to start web spinning, my friends. Let us begin the epic adventure.
Technology is the light that will cut through the darkness. When humanity conforms to a single truth, a truth based in technological progress and scientific method, we will be unstoppable. I, Dr. Otto Octavius, vow as a scientist and businessman that my duties to humankind will be fulfilled. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, nice words, Octavius. If these executives knew you the way I do, I wonder if they'd be so quick to applaud.
Just keep shooting, Eddie. When J. Jonah Jameson sees these photos, my career is gonna be right back on track.
Checkpoint 1, where's your 20?
Just backstage, college...
Who dares? Face me, coward! Face a worthy foe. Spider-Man?
Last time I checked, I was Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? What's he doing?
Gotta get into my costume and take out this imposter. I can't get free of this crowd.
Can't get a shot. Jameson would pay any price to get this kind of dirt on Spider-Man.
That was Eddie Brock.
Who the? He looked familiar, but... whatever, stay focused, Brock. He's stealing Octavius's device. Oh no, he sees me. My camera! No! Ah, it's over. It's all over. I blew it again. Oh, I can hear Jameson's voice already.
Brock, you loser! If I had given a real photographer that job, I would finally have the evidence to send Spider-Man away forever! You're through, Brock! When I am done with you, you won't be able to get a job taking wedding pictures in Siberia!
I tried to fight it. I can't fight it anymore!
Again, innocence falls prey to the evil of Spider-Man. Rest easy, Brock. Venom is here. And if it's the last thing we ever do, Jameson and the insect are gonna pay.
Phase 1 completed. Let us begin Phase 2.
Yeah! It begins.
So the major technology that could get Spider-Man locked away forever for apparently stealing is a fancy fog machine. Oh well.
Welcome, true believers and newcomers alike. Spider-Man co-creator Stan Lee here. Once again, we find our hero Peter Parker, better known around the world as the Amazing Spider-Man, in a heap of trouble. But this is just the beginning, Spidey fans. So get ready for a true superhero action thriller, packed to the brim with thrills and chills, twists and turns, more supervillains than you can shake a web at, and of course, non-stop web-slinging, wall-crawling action.
Rest in peace, Stan. Rest in peace.
Hey, Spider.
Hey, Black Cat, what's going on?
I know there's been some trouble, but the bank's being robbed, and they've got hostages. Use your Spidey compass to get to the bank quickly.
Thanks, Cat.
So welcome to Spider-Man 2000. Compared to most other Spider-Man games that have come out recently, this is a pretty simple one. It's pretty linear. You can move around, you can swing on web lines, punch and kick. Most levels are point A to point B, so if you're a fan of how open most modern Spider-Man games are, you might be a little disappointed, but that's okay. Also, here's an ad for the Science Expo that we were at yesterday. I didn't even realize this was here until I did some test recordings. Imagine that. So this game is what made me a fan of Spider-Man. I kind of knew who he was prior to playing this game.
Spider sense tingling. Something's going on here.
Thanks for interrupting me, Pete. Because I got a poster for the then new movie starring Tobey Maguire at a grocery store, but that's it. So that a friend of mine has this game, shows it to me, and I love it. So here are some thugs. Well, we fought one, here's the other. We can use punches and kicks by using square and circle, respectively. We can also use triangle button to shoot webbing in different ways. On each difficulty, you start out with a certain number of web cartridges. These blue icons here are more of them. So there's another. So I'll show some web usage here. You can, of course, tie up guys and they'll be defeated. Or you can do things like swing around. You can even zip up to certain areas. Holding L1 allows you to aim your web to do stuff like this. Pretty cool. We could put some spikes on our fists for stronger punches. Or we could shoot a ball.
Choppers.
Like that.
I'm already at full health.
Eagle 1 to tower, 1033 in progress. En route to bank.
Roger, Eagle 1. Keep your eye out for Spider-Man.
If Halloween Boy shows up, he's one dead bug.
Good lord.
New York City Police Department. Speed and desist at once. Lay down your arms and prepare.
Also, I just realized he said prepared to. Prepared to what?
These guys are serious.
Not really, Peter. I thought they were a bunch of clowns. Oh well.
I can't believe they shot down those police choppers.
Yeah, just my luck. I'll probably get blamed for that, too. Is that the bank ahead?
Yes, but be careful, Spider. I saw the chopper dropping off armed robbers on top of the bank.
Thanks for the heads up, Cat.
Alright, level number 2, and this is the first level where we can find a hidden comic book. This is going to be a 100% Let's Play, in that I'm going to go for all the collectibles. Well, the comics, that is.
Man, looks like the Fantastic Four aren't around right now.
Including these there are 32 comic books hidden in this game. Here's the first one.
Golden.
On top of the Fantastic Four building. They unfortunately are not around to help, so we gotta go take care of this bank robbery situation going on right now. It's in this building right here, so let's swing over.
I bet I can get into the bank through the top of this building. Cat was right. It's the Jade Syndicate.
So I'll take a moment to demonstrate another ability you have with your webbing. So there's the web ball. You can also create a web shield, and when you break it, you knock everybody back, which knocks people off.
These hostages are still all right.
It's actually a speedrunning trick right there. It's a lot of fun. Now what I'd love to show you is one of the first boundary break you can do in this game when speedrunning.
Well, I hope they don't mind if I make a quick deposit.
So if you go over here, zipline up, you can actually potentially jump up and over. I said you can potentially jump up and over. Excuse me, Peter.
Oh boy.
I'm asking you to play this video game incorrectly, Peter. The least you can do is cooperate. It doesn't look like I can do it, sadly. Sometimes it doesn't work and you have to reset the game, but even then, the out-of-boundary break is pointless on normal and hard, because, well, there are hostages and you have to keep them safe, and they can't be killed.
They do have hostages. To make sure they don't get hurt.
Now, if you want to be a sicko and see what happens if you shoot them, that's all that happens. Though I gotta say, it's kind of crazy that you have a game rated E for everyone that has hostages like that.
Well, I hope they don't mind if I make a quick deposit.
Sometimes if you reset the level, you'll be fine.
Oh boy.
Nope. So I'll use this to demonstrate something else. So R2 is what makes you start web swinging, but if you're facing a wall and holding a directional button with R2, you can zip like this. Great for fast movement, and it's a lot of fun to do. Favorite way to get around in this game.
Do have hostages. I have to make sure they don't.
Oh yeah, that's another web ability I didn't describe, the web yank. You can yank things towards you or to the side. Really comes in handy quite a bit. And then last but not least...
Looks like that room there controls the security doors. The door is locked from the inside. There's gotta be another way in.
You could just climb up here to this vent that Spidey's talking about. Or, if you're lazy, push the R1 button, and you'll zip up. And that's all your abilities described. Now I can talk more about the game.
Looks like these switches can open the security doors.
But first, what's behind door number 1? We have a contestant that didn't like our game show. What's behind door number 2? Just an open door. Wait, that guy's not a contestant. Get him out of here. Thank you, Spider-Man. What's behind door number 3? Oh no, more people from the studio audience trying to break in. Also, my accent I had is completely gone.
Oh yeah!
Here's where things can get a little tricky. Actually, I'm gonna grab a web cartridge. I was like, whoa! Well, there's your out of... Holy... Okay, that was not intended in the slightest. Okay. Let's try to redo that real quick,
well,
shall
we?
we?
I hope they don't mind if I make a quick deposit.
That was... I've never seen that happen before. I can't wait to show my buddies in the speedrunning Discord I'm in that.
Another one taken down by your friend. Looks like that room there controls the security doors. The door is locked from the inside. There's gotta be another way in.
Alright. So this game, this was my big, like, it wasn't the first time I saw Spider-Man in anything. I had that poster, like I said. But this marked, like, the first time I ever seriously experienced anything starring Spider-Man. So this is where I learned about the character, his abilities, what he's like. I discovered a lot of my favorite heroes and villains from this. I became a lifelong fan thanks to this game. In fact, most of my love of Spider-Man comes from video games. Like this one, the sequel, even though the sequel sucks, and the games based off the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. So we got a few more hostages here. You need to be careful. Best way to do it, either some web balls or some web yanks. Let the hostages know they're fine. And for comic number 2, lift up that chair, and you're all set. I gotta say, this game is a great way to discover Spider-Man. Like, if the newer Spider-Man games are too complicated for kids in your life, this might be a better starting place. Because this game is a lot simpler. It's not open. The controls are very simple. In fact, this game, alongside like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon, are kind of what taught me how to utilize a game controller. By the way, the bank here is literally called The Bank. Black Cat wasn't kidding. It's just the bank is being robbed. Amazing. Also, this sound effect is great. One more time. It's so good. Oh yeah, here's another thing you could do. You can grab an opponent. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try it on the next guy. Grab an opponent and kick him. That is awesome.
Spider-Man, you have to save me.
And the best thing about this game, and we'll go over it more with later levels, but This game is truly built around Spider-Man's abilities. We're doing things like climbing on buildings and swinging around, doing things only Spider-Man can, and the levels are built around that. For example, we can't open this door, but Spidey would go into a vent like this and crawl through it. It's cool stuff.
Mind if I drop in?
That's what, man. This game, being able to control Spider-Man like this.
What's going on out here?
Like, you know, the Spider-Man movies are awesome. We'll take any set of Spider-Man movies, but the games like this one, that's the true Spider-Man experience if you ask me, because he's so unique as a character in this regard.
Uh-oh, more hostages and a bomb. Have to be really careful here.
Now in this room, let me save you some time here. Hit this blue switch first.
Huh, big safe.
You're gonna want that safe to be open. Trust me. And let's open this one.
They're messing with us. Start the timer on the bomb and take out all the hostages.
Now the hostages here aren't actually at risk of dying, but you still need to take the 3 robbers out. And you need to grab this bomb here.
The robbers have been taken care of, but what can I do about the bomb? Think, Spidey, think!
To pick up objects, you push the punch button next to them, and then you can throw them by pushing punch again. You want to pick it up and throw it. Pick up and throw it again. You'll want to do that one more time to get into the safe, but if you want... Or, I can pick it up again. But before I close the safe, once the bomb is activated, to get the next comic book, you'll want to go through the metal detector again.
Golden.
And you're golden. Thank you, Spidey. And now... shut the safe. And we blew up the Fantastic Four safety deposit.
Not this time, guys.
Or security deposit, I mean. Oops. I mean, that bank was right next to the Fantastic Four building, so... yeah, we blew up their security deposit. They ain't getting that back. So here's a safe... here's from a failed recording I had. I'm going to overwrite that. And let's keep on rocking and rolling. Sting of the Scorpion. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Jonah, I have shot to the bank robbery.
Parker, shut up and dial 911. Scorpion's here, and you have to...
So, J. Jonah Jameson has Peter Parker on speed dial, but not 911? Nice.
Uh-oh, Spidey. Scorpions headed out for old J. Jonah Jameson from day one, blaming Jameson for being stuck in his scorpion suit. Spidey had better get there quickly, or JJJ may end up in the obituaries of his own paper.
Web lines into the sky. That's the one thing everybody will make fun of looking at this, that the web lines seem like they're going into the sky, and they're not really sticking to anything. But that doesn't mean you can just swing from anywhere. In fact, you have to be nearby an object like a wall or a building, or the swing will not work. Which can cause problems sometimes later, especially when you don't quite know if you're close enough. That's one of only a few problems with this game, especially when you're speedrunning. There's one level in particular that I swear screws me over every single time in that regard, and I'll tell you where it is. But for the next comic, green light. Get this comic here.
Golden.
And we'll climb up this building here. Spidey clipping through.
Hey, keep your eyes open. The sooner we take out Spider-Man, the sooner the boss pays us.
Notice those uniforms, they seem familiar to you at all? If they don't, rewatch the first cutscene again.
Get away, Gargan!
Your time is running out.
By the way, here's an ad for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, because that came out around the same time as this game and used the same engine. Pretty cool, right? I still need to play more Tony Hawk games. I could never skateboard IRL, but skateboard games are fascinating to me. There's something about playing a game where you have to relearn how to move, like you can't move in a traditional way. Like, tank controls are weird for a lot of people when you play survival horror games, but I like them. It's no secret in the Marvel Universe that Daily Bugle owner J. Jonah Jameson hates Spider-Man. What's generally unknown to the public in that universe is that he helped create one of Spider-Man's strongest enemies, the Scorpion. Scorpion was originally a thug named Max Gargan, who was hired by Jameson to be the subject of an experiment to create a being that could destroy Spider-Man. The experiment gave Gargan the proportional strength of a scorpion, and he was also armed with a robotic tail that he could control with his thoughts. However, the experiment also took a toll on Gargan's sanity, making him no longer quite human, but truly the Scorpion. Scorpion's sanity took an even worse turn when, in an attempt to become stronger, he was put into a Scorpion battlesuit that he could not be removed from. He then swore vengeance on Spider-Man, the being he was created to destroy, and Jonah Jameson, the man who essentially created him. The interesting thing to note about this particular Scorpion suit is that it only appeared briefly in the Spider-Man comics, but it went on to be seen in 4 Spider-Man games: Spider-Man 2000, Spider-Man 2 The Sinister Six on Game Boy Color, Spider-Man Mysterio's Menace on the Game Boy Advance, and finally, the game based off the first Sam Raimi directed Spider-Man film.
Listen, Gargan, it's a new millennium. Lots of high-tech. There may be some way we can get you out of that suit.
You put me in this suit. Now I'm going to make you pay.
Get over it, Gargan.
You ruined my life, so now I'll end yours.
And now to cause property damage in order to save J. Jonah Jameson. Ha 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 ha.
Leave him alone, Chuckles. Butt out, webhead. Spider-Man? I asked for the police, and I get this?
So, this boss fight is interesting because not only are you fighting Scorpion, you have to protect J. Jonah Jameson. He has his own health bar, so keep track of it. If you want the comic book for this level, you have to throw all the furniture at Scorpion. Or rather, all the furniture in this room has to be destroyed. Which brings up something that I've been finding interesting, playing this game casually again, to prepare for this Let's Play, recording this Let's Play. I've been playing this game, like, I first played this game back around 2002, 2003, I think. So I've been playing it for over 20 years. Even if I didn't own my own copy initially. So, because I played it so much, I know where things are.
We can still make a deal.
Oh, hold on, I missed some furniture, apparently. Ah, I see. It's this light fixture. Throw it, and we get a comic book. I also love how we can't find J. Jonah Jameson when he's right in front of his... JJ's just running around because he doesn't have a place to hide. Oh, that's so good. But this brings up a point. You know, since I've played this game for over 20 years and I've speedrun it a decent number of times, you don't really think to do things like...
No, Gargan! No!
Like, destroy all the furniture in a room just to see what would happen. And it makes me think of how some people say they wish they could erase their memories of something, in order to experience it again for the first time and see what they would do. This game I'd love to do that for. But for now, we have whipped some Scorpion butt.
I don't know what you're trying to pull by saving my life, but it won't work.
Oh, you're just too clever for me, JJ.
There he is, officers! The man behind the Science Expo heist! Shoot him now! Shoot him!
JJ, you are out of the wheel! I mean it this time!
Also, we went from night to day pretty quickly.
Hold it, Spider-Man. I don't want to believe that you pulled off the heist today, but I've got to make sure.
Daredevil! I haven't got time to explain.
Just tell me your side of it. I'll know if you're lying.
How am I supposed to know you're the real Daredevil?
What?
Listen, it's true. A Spider-Man made off with Octavius' new invention, but not the Spider-Man, not me. Somebody's framed me. Why? I don't know yet. And if New York's finest catch me, it may be too late.
Well, then you'd better get going. NYPD is coming fast.
That's it? You believe me?
I don't have to believe you. I know you aren't lying.
But how?
Let's just say you've got your superpowers, And I've got mine. I'll spread the word about your innocence. Not that it'll help with the cops. Good luck.
Since when have I had any? Uh-oh.
Alright, and now for probably my least favorite set of levels in the whole game. Mostly because they're a little too frantic for my taste, and they are very loud. So, I've probably already turned down the game volume a bit in editing, but I'm just going to warn you, these levels get a little ridiculous.
Hey, wait! I'm not the bad guy!
Yeah, the cops are just gonna blow up everything. Whoa! Almost got hit. So these levels are full of that, and some of the most tense and ridiculous energetic music in the game. I remember as a kid, this always drove me nuts. And I always hated these levels when I'd want to play the game again. But then there were others that were actually pretty hard. Alright, next comic. We have to actually let the police officers blow up something. We have to try to get them. Just fire a missile here. Fire your missiles. There we go. We got another comic book. Health regenerates every time you start a new level, by the way, so there's really no need to get health icons for the most part. Now this level... Whoa! Yeah, it's nuts. So I'm going to let you in on a secret. You can skip it. Right here, drop and press the zipline button. And then, right here, next to the halt sign, drop and zip. This is one thing I wish I'd known about as a kid, because good lord, this level was so loud, and being somebody in the autism spectrum, it was overwhelming. But with those speedrunning tricks, this can actually be one of the shortest levels in the game.
Take the shot, base.
Zip about there, and then just jump and zip up here.
Stop now, Spidey.
Of course, the number of explosions you deal with are still there. It's the main reason why I always have my speakers down whenever I play this level, both casually and when I speedrun.
I'm innocent!
Alright, you guys want to hear something funny? Check this out.
Tony Hawk! Hey, I skated with that guy.
Spidey is actually a playable character in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, and that little clip there is a reference to it. Like, I knew of that audio clip, but I didn't know how to access it until recently. That's pretty cool. Grab some webbing, and for our next comic book, hey, notice there's some markings on this crane. You should check it out. Get in there.
Gee, I wonder who those pumpkin bombs belong to.
So here's a comic book.
Golden.
And
haven't used the Spidey armor much before, but it could be useful here.
So this is the Spidey armor. This gives us an additional health bar, so to speak, and slightly alters Spider-Man's costume. Pretty nice, especially in this level where people are shooting at you like crazy. Now, of course, if you were speedrunning, you would probably... Whoa! Holy cow! That was a lot of health. Did you see that? Sheesh. That was not intentional, by the way, but now I'm even more glad I grabbed the armor. Jeez.
Gene was right. I should have stayed home today.
Yeah, I already lost it. Oh, man.
Whoa!
Spider armor is a pretty cool power-up, but I remember thinking some levels were impossible without it. In fact, if you play in the kid mode difficulty, you get spider armor in the vent and stop the bomb.
Nowhere to go but up.
Next comic, drop to this ledge here and run to the left. Once again, something I would not have thought to try as a kid, but as an adult, well, especially thanks to having a guide. I'll admit, most of these comics I did not find on my own. I did look at a guide, because I knew I wanted to show all the comics, but I had never found all of them myself.
Enough with the shooting already!
Yeah, you can zip there. And there are some more spots you can zip, but this is the level I'm just going to go through normally.
Fish in a barrel.
If you're playing it normally, you'll want to move to the left to the right when he says he's about to start shooting.
How tall is this thing?
He moves too fast.
there's a faster way to do it, but honestly, I kind of wanted to show this level. I guess if I really wanted to show speedrun tricks, I could just say, watch my Twitch for the live streams, but seeing how my hands still aren't doing the best, playing this game fast is not really what I want to do at the moment. Oop, I made a bad decision. We're gonna die. Oh, never mind. We're good. I probably didn't fool anybody with that. And let's try to not get blown up. That's just great. Get some webbing. And hear a funny voice line.
Monsters infest sewers. Yeah, right.
Man, I would have never thought a gossip paper would actually like pay as much money as they would to get a billboard. Next comic? This building? Well first let's take out these annoying doodad guys. And break some glass.
Look what I found.
Oh boy. Now this level here. This level. There is one spot where I swear Spidey will not swing even when he's close to the building. And it has killed me many times. Casually and in a speedrun sense. If you are swinging to that last building and you're not worried about being fast, go to the top of the crane first, because you want to actually land. I have many times not landed there because I dropped too low and it didn't work for some reason.
Hey, you gonna pay for that tower? Uh-oh, spider sense tingling. One more step and it's a load of web fluid sticking you to that wall.
Well, it's not the most romantic proposition I've ever had.
Black Cat? Oh, I'm so glad it's you.
Good to see you too, big boy, but you got a problem. Venom's got control of the Jumbotron in Times Square. He's been ranting for hours with a message for you.
Venom's ugly face on that big screen? Now that's scary.
That's not all. Rhino's on a rampage over at Omnitech as well.
What is this, the bad guy Olympics? Look, Times Square is on the way to Omnitech. Let's find out what Venom's up to, and then we'll tackle Rhino.
The Venom Marathon continues on the biggest TV in New York. We're shouting out to the whole big rotten apple here, people.
Sad thing is, he'll probably get his own talk show for this.
So we've got this beautiful redhead. You know her. She's one of those famous bimbos. We have decided that this poor little lassie has 24 hours to live. 24 hours! Oh, by the way, her name is Mary Jane Parker.
No, Mary Jane?
So, just in case someone, I don't know who it could be, if any of you tight-wearing freaks out there want to save little Miss Fashion Model, then bring it on! Meanwhile, New Yorkers, the Venom Marathon will continue!
Listen, I realize what this means. Forget about helping me with Omnitech. I can handle Rhino.
Rhino by yourself? Thanks, Cat, but no thanks. Look, being Spider-Man has given me a lot and taken a lot away, but one thing never changes. My responsibility to use my powers for others before myself, no matter what the cost. There are innocent people at Omnitech, and they need our help right now. I won't let them down. Then I'll stop Venom. And this time, it's for the last time.
Okay, I get you want to help others before you help yourself, Peter, but, I still think your wife should be a priority here. I can't be the only one that thinks that. Oh well. Well, that's it for episode 1 of Spider-Man 2000. If you have been enjoying this so far, I would say that you should try this game out yourself. Copies of this game are also not too expensive, but if you can't or you just don't have the desire, that's fine. And that, regardless of what you do, hopefully I will see you in the next part. This has been the Flying Felicia saying thank you for watching, and don't let lawn gnomes throw snowballs at your house.